Hello everybody and welcome back. In today's video we finally, after literal months, put down some rubber matting in our extremely muddy yard. So our very kind neighbour came down to help us move the mats with his digger, since they came in two rolls. I think there's a total of 5 mats, but they came in 2 rolls, so they were way too heavy to carry ourselves. So he started off by putting the mat onto that metal thing at the bottom. I don't know any proper names for this equipment, so if you're a farmer digger person, I'm sorry, I'm probably not using the proper names. But the mat was so big that it couldn't lift up off the ground, so instead he put a chain around it and then kind of had one end of the mat on the metal thing, and then the other side was being held up off the ground with that chain and with the handle thing. I don't know what it's called, the bit of the digger that sticks out. Then very precautiously, I think that's a word, going down the road, because the gate to go into the field is it's not far at all, it's literally a couple of meters. But I was kind of thinking, oh my god, what if the mat falls down and then rolls all the way down the road? Woohoo! Anyway, luckily that did not happen. And here is it, managing to get in through the gate into the field safely. At least here, if it fell off, it will be contained in our field. And yes, it is extremely foggy. It looks like I'm filming this video in F-Log, but it is not. This is the full colour. It was just extremely foggy that day. I then ran to open the gate to the other field. I don't know how to describe it. It's that's one of the fields, but then the field where the yard is through another gate. So yeah, and then here in a minute you will see the mat does flop off. Oh look, there's Slim. Hello Slim, watching everything happen. I then also quickly ran up to let the ponies out into the field so that they wouldn't be bombarding the gate of the yard and getting in the way. So yeah, there we go. I did that. Look at the lovely ponies. Oh my gosh, it is so foggy. Then he was reconnecting the chain to drag it, and oh look, what a lovely bombastic side eye we get there from my dad. Stunning, beautiful. Anyways, back to what's actually interesting. Then he dragged the mat the rest of the way, and I thought I would show you a quick before of what the yard was looking like. As you can see, not very appealing. Then I scuttled inside. I'm going into the house to get the other memory card because there's only 3 minutes of recording time left. How great. Anyways, luckily Julia saved the day in time, as usual, got another memory card. So then it's getting a bit closer into the yard. Yeah, just going in through the mud. Yeah, I'm kind of fast forwarding quite a lot because it's all quite a lot of just clips of the same thing happening. But just dragging it in through the gate. Oh yeah, look at them doing some man talk. Anyways, back to the mat. As you can see, it is almost in the right place. Then he lifted it up to do something. I don't actually know why he did that, but we'll soon find out. Oh yeah, he moved the chain further down. I still don't know why, but we'll see. Okay, and then he chucked it back down again. Oh, I think he was turning it round because it was pointing the wrong way, the way it unrolls, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think. Also, you can admire this nice little horse turd. Then he was just rotating it a bit more. And then pushing it along so that it's ready to be unraveled. Okay, I did put this in double speed, but look at it, ooh, ooh, fabulous, look at it, pushed up, right up against the tap, ready to be unraveled. Oh wait, what happened? Oh yeah, then they pushed it around a bit and did a bit of stuff. Oh yeah, and then they faffed about rotating it a bit more, because as you can see, the bit where it flaps to unravel, it was pointing the wrong way, so it needed to line up with the edge of the stable so that it's not sticking up too much or too far away from the stable when it unravels. So there you can see my dad is cutting the like thing to set it free to then unroll it. Are you ready for the moment of truth? The first mat to be unrolled. Look at that. Oh, magic. This is so beautiful. It was actually kind of better than I was expecting because it's like really thick. And also, if you are wondering what we are using, it's actually old like conveyor belt material that was used in like, it's like, I think it was used to like move rocks. I'm not 100% sure, but it was like, I know that it's some sort of conveyor belt material that was used for like quarries or something like that. Anyways, then there was one small issue, but quickly look at me just walking on it for the first time. Oh, it's beautiful, it's perfect, it's all I have ever dreamed of. But basically what happened was the way that they rolled it up was they like kind of started rolling one and then started rolling the next one like quite close to it, which was like a little bit annoying because like we obviously need to unroll one, then unroll the next one, but like next to it. But that's fine because we found a way to do it, which you'll see in a minute. Also, he was like quickly moving like all the old other mats that we had that were like not very good and they were like really small, so just like chucking them to one side, and then he unrolled it the rest of the way. And then here you can see that like the end of the first mat ends nicely at the end of the yard, and then what they did just like was roll the top one back up to then put it next to the other one to unroll it further along. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but you know what I mean. Look at him, you can do it, Dad, push, push, push. Oh man, he needs the digger to help him. Oh man, what a wimp. Sorry, not bullying, I'm not bullying, I'm just bullying a bit, but like, it's okay. Anyways, there we go. Here comes the digger to the rescue. Oh, just a man and his pet digger. Although, after this, I do really want one now. Heh. Then my dad quickly moved, like, the old, tiny, useless mat. And then they pulled the big, good, wonderful mat across. And then they kind of just did the same as with the last one, pushed it along. Oh, look, and it actually lined up perfectly. And then they also unravelled that one. Then he went home. Bye-bye. But do not fret, the video is not over yet. Oh my god, that rhymes. I rhymed. Woohoo! Okay, so then this is the next day. As you can see, there's still a bit of stuff that needs to be done. We need to put the other 3 mats down, but that will be done in a separate video. Also, like, the part where the 2 mats join, I think we're going to get some sort of sealant to like make it into one mat so that like it doesn't lift up in the middle or they don't like start to overlap or drift apart or like, because it's a bit lumpy. So yeah, we'll do that at some point. Then you can also see that the rest of the yard is very muddy still and that there's a bit of a kind of rubbish dump, so it needs a bit of a clear up. Then I tried to like scrape some of the mud away from the like gateway, to put the like leftover mats like around there so that we can get from the other gate into the yard without having to walk across that mud. But then I quickly realised I actually can't be bothered to do that, and it would be easier just to get the next time that the neighbour comes with his digger, he can just like push it all over a bit. So yeah. Anyways, what we actually did was my dad like cut the mat so that it fits perfectly. So again, there is like a lot of clips for this, so I'm just going to shorten it down as much as I possibly can. So he cut it along the end so that it like goes upright to the stable properly. Anyways, then I decided to move the mats over on top of the mud anyway, just to like, so that you don't have to walk through mud to get to the yard, while my dad was like cutting the mat at the end, since it did take quite a long time. It was quite slow cutting, just because the mats were like extremely thick and strong, which is really good, and yeah, that basically. So I thought I would make the most of that time that I wasn't really having anything to do to move the little mats. Anyways, here's a little photo of how it was going so far. It is coming along nicely, I will say that. I am very happy with how it is turning out. Then he also had to cut like a little square for like where the stable is like screwed down, and then also the hole for the drain and where the like tap goes. You'll see in a minute what I mean. And also Mango was having a lovely little snooze. Well, they all were, but Mango was actually lying down. And look at this big fat worm. What should we call him? Hang on, let me think of a name. Give me a good name for the worm in the comments. It better be good. And then after that, it was finished for the first 2 mats. But I can't believe that I didn't get any more videos. Like, I don't even remember why I stopped videoing. Anyway, there's a little clip of the horses. I'm going to have to go and get some more videos the next time I go, because otherwise the video would end here and you need to see like the finished product. So yeah. Oh, well, I guess this is kind of good. I forgot I had this clip. The horses coming down for the first time to see what it was. Obviously, this isn't the finished product. We are going to put the rest of the mats down and like neaten it up a bit more. But this is just part 1. I will try and make a part 2 at some point. And also Mango and Slim always share a bucket, even though he literally has his own bucket right there. Don't ask me why. And Chino was in the stable having his feed that has his like cough stuff in it. But anyway, yeah, that will be the end of this video. Stay tuned for part 2 because I will definitely try to make a part 2. And yeah, I think that's kind of it. I will see you all in the next one. Bye!